Hi there, I'm Nick from Modal Electronics, and we're very happy to announce to you about our new product called CRAFTrhythm. It is a drum sampler with a 16-step sequencer and 8 tracks. We think it's a great little product with a massive amount of functionality and just really fun to use. So we can just dive in, and I guess we can show you around the product. So right here, if I press play, we have actually started our sequence, and I want to take you through some basic functionalities that will just help you use the product and just make you get the best use out of it. So we have pattern recalls that we can use in correlation with our apps, so you can do this straight from the app itself on any tablet device or computer, or smartphone for that matter as well. You can also do everything, well, more or less everything on the app, on the actual unit itself. So if I hold the Shift tab here, and then press, say 3 on here, then that is also changing the pattern on the app as also. You have kit changes also, so for example on here I have the kits and I can change to number 2. And if I wanted to change back, I can press this center button right here and then press number 1, and we're back to kit number 1. Now we can take you through some other basic features of it, so I'll show you fills and then we'll go through to our kit page where you can do parameter settings. So here's a really fun feature for a kind of live performance aspect. You can do fills, so for example, if I press fill, and then it will go right back into the pattern. Another great aspect of this on a live page, before we go into kit, is pattern chaining. So for example, if we want 3 and then change to 2 and then back to 3 and then we can add a 4 on the end, all we have to do is 3, 2, 3, 4. And then it will start cycling through the patterns, and that is represented here on the app on which one it is, and also the flashing LEDs on the unit itself. So if I clear the pattern chaining and then go back to the singular pattern, we'll go to our kit page and we'll start messing around with some parameters. So here we have a resonant low pass filter which can be controlled via the unit itself. So if I go to all to demonstrate that sonically also, you can see it works in correlation with the app also. A great bit of fun to use is, a great bit of fun to use on the app and to use on the unit itself is our pitch algorithm. So we have 3 different pitch algorithms for you. We have speed, stretch and shift. Now what they all do, speed is essentially lengthening and shortening the sample to determine the pitch. Stretch is going across the amount of steps you would like it to latch onto, and then shift is real-time pitch shift. So I can demonstrate all 3 of those for you now. So here we have speed. And then we can go on to stretch. And then we'll go into the real-time pitch shift. So it has its own envelope generator, and then all of that is being processed real-time. So all in all, we think it's a fantastic product and really great fun to use, and we just can't wait, until the proper release, it's properly released and all of you guys can get your hands on them. So it can be used as a standalone unit. It is powered over, powered by USB, and it does MIDI over USB. So you can use it as a standalone unit with a battery pack, and on our website, and I'm sure with any spec list on any of the dealers, they will recommend which battery pack you can use. So essentially, it is a DSP, and like I say, it's sample based. So you can actually load in your own samples. Now the sample rate is 16-bit mono 44.1K, so quite high resolution CD quality, and you have 15 megabytes to store your own samples and upload. And you can put them into 64 slots, which you can create your kits from, which I say is 8 tracks, so you can use 8 of any 64 that you'd like to put into. Essentially, all the app really is an extended controller, so it just gives you some very slight extended capabilities. So for example, the live page is something that you can only really use on the app because it's a screen, it's an actual page. So if I can show you that right now actually. So on our live page here, you can see this is our sample grid where you can load in all your samples. And Yeah, it's only these kind of features that you will get, and like editing fills, for example. These are the kind of features that you'll get when you can use the app. So the app is actually free to download from any app store of your choice, really, and it's cross-compatible, you know, with PC, Mac, Android, and iOS. And yeah, so to be honest with you, if you have any of your craft devices, all it does is detect the device that you're using and will bring up a tab on the top free for you to use. If you have, for example, any of your craft synths and a CRAFTrhythm in the same app, it will just bring up a different tab for them at the top. And as far as integration goes, you can definitely integrate them as far as MIDI clocking and yeah, just some extended capabilities. So I think the plan for us is to create a whole craft family for you to use fully integrated with one another. So we are aiming to release in about a month's time, and as for pricing, at the moment that is to be confirmed, and I'm sure that will be confirmed for you in the next few weeks. Cheers, thank you very much.